All right, what's up, everybody? This is Chris Johnson here. So, about to go around get some food. Oh my God, today is Saturday. It's a Saturday evening. Want to go live? Just don't feel like uploading videos right now. Just gonna do a live and save it, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook so everybody else to see. Oh my God, it's been a crazy week. Saw some lot of news recently, and sometimes we're in the days where you gotta be grateful of you gotta be real grateful that you're alive. Be grateful that you're living. Be grateful that you have the basic stuff in life, because the stuff that I saw this week, I usually don't like to talk about what I cover, what I report on. But I just want to do it because it's like this week it's been real crazy, real hectic. Especially that past Thursday was like real hectic. It was like a real crazy day. And the one thing that hit me the most was that kid's funeral. That a Muslim kid's funeral. That hit me. Because I saw the video. I upload a video like 5 times. I make a point. And I promised to myself when I saw Ari Kagan's page, Twitter page, was to attend the funeral, to show my respects to the family and show my respect to the kin, and to the kid that lost his life due to senseless violence. Now, I saw the photos recently, and I saw Justice Brandon was there. It's pollen, sorry if that is not. It's pollen, So when the kid saw Justice Brandon there in the photos, but he came after the prayer. Just like whatever with that guy, I don't care no more. He has to go. He has to be voted out. That's my thing about Justin Brandon. He has to go. Just the guy did so much damage to the city of his policies and his neglect of spending our money. It's just disgusting. Real disgusting of what this guy is doing as a city council member who was the chair for contracts, and now he's the chair for finance. So, his hands in a cookie jar, and Kagan's going to vote him out. Now, going back to this situation with that kid, he got shot. He got killed because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And hey, what's up, Susan? Hey, what's up? Like I said, I was talking about this kid. He got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And looking back at it, it was just one douche trying to kill another guy because they were beefing, and this kid is dead. Now, that happened at Bensonhurst, out of all places. It happened in one of the most quietest neighborhoods in Brooklyn. One of the most safest neighborhoods in Brooklyn, this kid lost his life. And then, looking forward at it, I just felt real disgusted. I just felt real sad about myself, because it's just like, a certain thing that these politicians be doing, that they did, that helped cause this kid's death. Look at the smoke shops that's in the area. There's a lot of smoke shops in Bensonhurst now. That's a fact, right? Sorry. A lot of smoke shops in the area, and I bet it has something to do with that. That's my speculation. Because smoke shops attracts all the thugs. Usually all the thugs run those smoke shops. And what happens if they get a little heat, they'll just switch people around. So it's just like, every time you have a smoke shop, the element happens. Element always comes in the area, because those guys are paranoid. They act like it's a street deal, People outside, people inside, look like it's like whatever. So there's certain things that happen that cause that kid's death. Certain politicians are real responsible for it. Some of these politicians are real responsible for that kid's being dead, and some of them had the nerve to show up to the kid's funeral. Just whatever. But that hit me. That one of the things that hit me the most this week was that kid's funeral. It's just sad. I was doing the whole thing the whole week. I just want to talk about that. Just gotta be grateful for everything that you have in your life, because you never know that it's your time to go, And like I said, if you saw the video the kids trying to get revived. He was gone, real gone. Really could do. But that just shows you, like, you gotta be real grateful for your life, because you never know how that'll hit you, how God will, handle you. You never know. So, looking forward to this. It's another thing I want to talk about. I know I gotta be vague with this because some people watch this. I mean, it was something that happened dealing with court systems, and I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's, I don't want to talk about it right now as I'm in liberty. I'm going to make this quick video to say, just be grateful that you're alive right now, because you never know. I mean, that situation with that kid hit me heavy. You know what I mean? Because, try to do the right thing. You want to do the right thing. You have dreams. You have aspirations. And then you abruptly get hit by a bullet and you lose your life. Me, I have dreams. I have aspirations. I have things to live for. I have my goals. When people don't understand it, when you have your aspirations and your goals and you live for it and you anticipate for it, it's a different thing of your life. It's a different aspect of living. It's a different way of living, than just being directionless and just living life like you don't care, right? That's a thing. A kid like him, he had goals, man. He tried to be the next Numereg. It's not gonna happen because some jackass came. Because niggas can't shoot. I don't care if people say that. Niggas can't shoot, and because niggas are petty, people are petty. Sorry for pollen, so that people are real petty and don't know how to handle their problems. They decide to pick up a gun and want to kill another guy from a far distance. And, you know what I'm saying? Kid got hit by a bullet and he's not here. For what? Because one guy, a third party, who had a problem with another person, wanted to kill a person in plain sight in broad daylight, and they can't shoot, and one of the bullets hit the kid. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I think, let me tell you this right now, I believe that these care violence organizations are real responsible for this too. They're real responsible. They're part of the reason this kid is dead, because they help allow that element to occur in those districts, right? The great thing about Bensonhurst, and I think the elected official over there is Justin Brandon for now, because redistricting is going to be Brandon, and I think it's Brandon now, but I think later on it's going to be probably Susan or Beto, or I got to do the maps. I got to check the maps, or Ying Tan. I don't think that not one of them is going to put a give a cure violence contract in that district, or have a cure violence organization or anti-violence organization around that area, because they know what's going to happen. And I can tell people about these organizations, it's like how they play their little game, and how they keep on getting paid, and it's just like, it's a perverted way of these cure violence organizations to keep on getting paid. And I'm going to talk about this right now. I don't care how people take this stuff. The way they do it is, it's a real perverted way of getting paid. The more shootings that happen in the district, and especially deaths, and I mean, I'm not here to be, people take that like more deaths, like it's good, it's not good. But the more deaths that happen, especially with young kids, they keep on getting paid. They're just about getting paid because they love the photo op. They love the media attention. Even if they do their own media, they can justify like, oh, we did the work and we never get paid because we did a bullshit sewer response. So that's why people don't understand. I'm a real person that's against that type of concept. That's against the cure violence model, the crisis management system model, the New York City crisis management system model, because the model is real perverted. It's real perverted and real corrupt. It's a corrupt way of trying to put public safety in New York City. They're trying to mitigate public safety in New York City. I believe that we need to start investing some more like community affairs with the police. We need to start promoting more community favorite police. That's how we're going to do this. It's more community policing. That's what you need to start doing. And we got to start funding real organizations that's going to really get these kids involved. Really get these kids involved in certain things. And really change their mindset on certain things. And that means helping them adapt to new environments. Helping them see different environments and different cultures. We have to start funding nonprofits that are known for doing that. That means sometimes you got to fund outside the district and help them come into the districts that needs the support, needs the resources to help push this in, because the stuff they doing is not working. And I'm going to say this right now, like, you're not going to mitigate crime between the youth, like the young kids shooting each other, when you have old rappers telling the young kids to stop doing it, like KRS-One and all these old washed up rappers who do anything for a paycheck and some media time to tell the young kids to stop shooting. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. These young kids don't care about these old rappers. They don't even like them. They don't even respect them. So how you think they're going to really, those guys and gals going to get to those kids' heads and those kids' souls to stop doing what they're doing and increasing the crime rate? I think it's kind of dumb. But the thing with the mayor's office is they just care about the media time. Like, the mayor only care about being this hip-hop mayor, trying to be this Kwame Kilpatrick type mayor, but we don't know what happened to Kwame Kilpatrick, right? So that's what people don't understand. Let's say about the mayor. So he don't even know what the hell he's doing with this stuff. Like I said, if I was in the state legislature, like state assembly, state senate, or city council, I wouldn't, I'll tell you this right now, and it might be, I wouldn't invest now $1 to cure violence organizations. I wouldn't give out $1 into any cure violence organization. I'll take that money and give to other organizations, and I'll find my way to get them to the districts and do the programming like that, and we'll find a way to mitigate crime from there. Because it's just like, I'm not gonna give money to an organization they just want to do a photo op, and I don't have time for that. I wouldn't give a dime to organizations that do that type of shit. And if I came in, cure violence would be not funded at all. I wouldn't be funding cure violence organizations. It's just a damn joke. It's a slap in the face. Now going forward, just like I said about that, like, should be getting money at all. Now, I want to talk this right now. I see discretionary payouts recently, and this is still the topic with this kid who got shot and killed and cure violence, right? So one of the council members, and I think because she got less amount of money, but she's still making these stupid decisions of how she's spending that money. And I'm seeing this spending, right? And I'm talking about Councilmember Sandy Nurse, right? Now, she, like the last FY23 funding, she gave $100,000 to Man Up Inc. I have a big thing against Man Up Inc. I'm going to tell you this right now. Man Up Inc., they're no good. That gun violence prevention czar is a piece of crap. It's just like the point of the gun violence prevention czar, it's like an unpaid no-show job. And the reason he took an unpaid position, he took it unpaid because the reason the mayor appointed A.T. Mitchell is because the mayor, A.T. is so loyal to the mayor. The mayor only going to put people in that, and he's going to hire people that he can really trust. Adams runs his administration like a cult, and that's the problem. He runs administration like this echo chamber cult. So he only going to let people he could trust, and he's real paranoid about that. Of the people he let in his administration that he could trust, he think that people are not going to stab him in the back. So that's why he put him as the gun czar. And the only reason he took not $1 as a volunteer, right? The czars get paid good money. You have the rack czar, you have the public realm czar, you have the sanitation czar, you have a lot of czars in New York City, right? The reason this guy's not taking $1, A.T. Mitchell's not taking $1, right? It's because of the political optics that the bad political optics that the mayor administration will get if he got paid at least $1. And the reason he can't get paid $1 is because of his past dealings with the city of how the money was spent. Now, there's a lot of articles about him mismanaging his money, taking a certain amount of money from developers, and mismanaging the money that he'd been getting. And then always watch his interviews, and people ask him about, hey, how about the money? How about the money? He gets real defensive, and he gets real defensive, and he gets all worked up when everybody asks about the money, how the money being spent. Or I think one time the interview, Dean Messenger of the New York One asked him about the money, and he got all worked up, like, you know, he got all like amped up and shit on live TV. So it's just a lot of red flags. That's why they couldn't pay him a dollar, because if you gave him that money, the city pays about $250,000, $100,000, even $50,000 a year, right? Or $75,000 a year. And he took that money, and he mismanages the money. Like, let's say he spends on bad things, or he start taking money as a CEO, as executive director of Man Up Inc., and he mismanages that. That's gonna be bad political optics for the mayor, and he could be in deep trouble for that. He'll be looking bad for the guy. That's why you can't pay the guy $1, and he's executive director of Man Up Inc. It'd be like he's double dipping. You're getting money from the city, and you're pocketing 90% of the money. And I'm gonna get to that right now about nonprofits. Is that nonprofits in New York City only have to report 10% of the money. They're not accountable for 90% of the money they get. They're not accountable. They only accountable for 10%. So if you give a guy like that money, a lot of money in contracts and discretionary funding, they turn that guy over here and say, I don't want anybody to know my name. All right, you give this guy 90%, like I said, pre-report 90% of the money. 90%, they ought to be accountable for 90% of the money, but they ought to report 10. So like I said, you give a guy like that like $3 million, and he's only responsible to report $300,000 of the money, but it comes out he's doing wild shit with the 90% of the money. Even with the 10%, he's doing dirty shit with 10%, right? He's doing bad spending with 10% of the money. And then he takes a government check, he takes a government payout every month. The mayor will look like an asshole in front of the whole city, and the media will eat his ass alive. And he's not gonna risk that. So that's why they told him, like, look, I'll give you the spot. I'll give AT the spot, and he's got to take not $1 from us, not even a penny. So that was the point of that. So now going forward, like I said, about one of the council members, Sandy Nurse, like, think about her. It's like, okay, last year, FY23, she gave $100,000 to 18 Mitchell's organization, right? Okay, fine. I gave a lot of big heat about that. And then this year, she decided to split it up a bit and give 1/5 of $100,000 to Man Up Inc., which was $20,000. And then she gave money to Brownsville Think Tank Matters. And then she gave money to Elite Learners, right? Now, it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You have council members like Sandy Nurse, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put it on Facebook, and I'm gonna put it on Instagram. I'm gonna do a Twitter thing and make this simple, right? Now I'm gonna call out Sandy Nurse on this right now. I don't care, all right, about this. Wait a minute, right? You're a big proponent of defunding the police, right? You're a big proponent of defunding the NYPD, right? Now, I'm gonna ask you this, right? How are you a big proponent of defunding the NYPD, but at the same time you're funding nonprofits that work with the police? I never understand that at all. You're funding pure violent organizations that work with the police. Anybody will tell you off the record, private conversation, the truth, that these pure violent organizations, they work with the police. They work with the NYPD. So you're a big proponent of defunding the NYPD, defund the police, this and that. You're marching with these defund the police people, but at the same time you're giving about I think about like $100,000 to organizations this time at FY24 to people that work with the police. I think it's kind of hypocrisy there, Sandy. I think it's real hypocrisy. I think it's all messed up. What's going on? Real messed up. What's going on? You know, that's my opinion. So, you know, but that's the thing. You know, that's my thing about what's going on. The whole Floridan kid, he passed away. Like I said, these care about organizations are just a part of the issue, just part of the problem. And like I said before, I'm gonna end this all. Like I said, the elected officials are part of the problem too, a big part of the problem. Because recently, I mean, I can't really talk about this, but I'm gonna say this right now. Some of these DAs are crooked. Some of these district attorneys are real corrupt. Like the one in the Bronx. I'm trying to be vague with this. Real vague. You know, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Be real vague. You know, thing about these DAs is they like exploiting people for their own political purpose, and then once they see they can't stop exploiting you, sorry, it's pollen, fucking cold, then they want to fuck you over. Then they want to get rid of you. Now, what Clark did to this lady was real disgusting. And I said I can't be in detail of the case because people watch this stuff and I don't want to fuck the case up. The way Clark did this lady is real fucked up. It's real dirty. Like, all the work that lady did for you, for her kin, and then you give the alleged killer a slap in the face plea deal like that is real disgusting. And that shows Clark's character. And I knew her character's like that. Now, this year this past primary, she had an opponent. If I knew about her opponent a little more, and there was other races I had to worry about, like in the city council races, like her name was Tess Cohen, I would have helped her out. I would have helped her campaign in some certain places and get the votes up. She might not have won, but I would do my thing to make sure that Clark would start spending money. And the only reason Clark won was because her opponent ran late. Not only she ran late, she ran a campaign was like more far left, was like more progressive. Now, when it comes to the debate she had with Clark on Broxnet, she wiped the floor with Clark. She wiped Clark on that floor on Broxnet, and Clark got real defensive because, you know, Cohen was looking more strong, but she ran too late. If she had her name out there a little more, and she touched the right places, I have a little cold, touched the right places, then she probably would have won. Or even if she didn't win, she would have gotten the 40 percentile. And that's what happened, you know? But Clark is no good. Clark is a shitty DA, just like Gonzalez. Both of them are trash. That's why they for repealing discovery reform. They were for repealing discovery reform, because discovery reform will allow them to keep on justifying winning cases, and they know they should be winning them, right? That's the thing, what's going on. But, like I said, I'm not at liberty to talk about a case that's still an open case. But I'm going to say this right now, like the way that Clark treated that lady, they say like, well, we're going to get the alleged killer of her kin that shitty plea deal, which is a slap in the face plea deal. It just shows, like I said, it's like her real character. She just uses people and she don't care. Because the kin are so emotionally distraught and they want justice. Clark is like a vulture. It feasts on that pain. And she exploits the pain for her own political purpose. That's why when it comes to people like Gonzalez and Clark, I will never have respect for them. I will never have respect for them. I don't care. Because I know bullshit from a mile away. I'll show my respect for Alvin Bragg than Darcel Clark. I'll show my respect for Alvin Bragg before Eric Gonzalez, you know, because at least Alvin Bragg is upfront and saying like, yeah, you know, yeah, people are crazy, but I'm openly for giving these guys a second chance. I'm for real restoration justice. You know, yeah, you know, people should be getting bail for murder. People should get bail for rape. That's Alvin Bragg in a nutshell. And as much as you can hate him, but you can respect a guy like that because he's upfront about it, other than Gonzalez and Clark that act like they're tough on crime. They speak into these audiences like they're tough on crime, but when it's time to execute, they're not tough on anything. They're fake. And Katz and McMahon are different because they're legislators. Katz came from the city council. She came from Queensboro president. And McMahon had a congressional experience. He was a congressman. So they know about legislator. And when it comes to these laws, and especially with this kid about bail reform, and I say the reason this kid is dead because of the flower kid is dead, Foridun, I'm not here to disrespect his name, but I mean, he's dead because of bail reform. You got to go to the state, you got to go fight to the state legislator. Even McMahon said in an interview, saying like, well, if you want to repeal this, you want to get rid of stuff, you got to go to the state legislature and repeal bail reform. You got to go to the state legislature and repeal this stuff. And Cass will tell you the same thing too. Now, they're just screwed as the other ones because they have to go by the same laws that the state legislature put out with bail reform and discovery and speedy trial, just as the other three. Right? They're just screwed too, because Katz and McMahon hands are tied. Because if somebody gets shot up in Queens, it's a lot that Katz can't do. And if something happens to, say, in McMahon's county, like Staten Island, especially the North Shore, there's a lot he can't do either. So you gotta understand that. There's a lot of things those two can't do. They're not as corrupt, but as the other two, Clark and Gonzalez, but it's a lot of things they can't do because of the laws. You know, that's the fact. So like I said, you know, there's a lot of things that's going on. You know, it just hurt me. It just hurt me up with that a little bit. It's touched me a little bit with the Foridun kid. And then this case that happened on Friday, I was there all day for to help out, show my support, my personal capacity. And recently, I'm being liberty for the shooter response stuff. It's a quick thing I want to talk about, the shooter response that happened. Now, I had a photo of a thing and, you know, photo of a thing. And then what happened was the guy was like, oh, one of the guys that ran the shit like, well, you know, you can't, just like whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's whatever. That's what happened. People like, what happened to the photo? That's why I put it, because it was a photo that took a full frame, but I got a perfect shot of the building. But then I decided just to run it like this, edit it, and run it like that. Protect identities. But to get my point across, you know? So, that's what happened with that photo with the Carolina stuff and whatever, right? Now, I don't know what else I covered this week. I think I covered the closed Rikers thing. They crashed the mayor. The mayor crashed. They crashed the mayor's press conference about the public realm. And, you know, it's whatever. And I'm going to talk about this right now, but a quick thing. You know, I'm media. I didn't have my press credential because I didn't feel like rocking it today, that time. But sometimes the police, the NYPD security for Adams could be like real anal sometimes. They could be like real tough trying to press the mayor. It's just crazy. And what people don't understand, I had to deal with this other time when people say, look, it's a public street. This is a public street. You can't really make me do things in a public street, you know? Sorry about that, guys. Oh, yeah. Like myself, public advocate. So, yeah, you can't make me do things on a public street. So, that's my little beef what happened. But I'm not upset because we see each other every day. I don't care. I'm not going to be all emotional, but I just say, like, it's crazy. Public street, they can't be doing that type of stuff. Like I said, I'm not a type of guy that's vindictive, but, I mean, one thing, if I have a conversation with the mayor one day or somebody, I say, look, I gotta tell you, yeah, they gotta tell you, gotta chill the hell out with how y'all treat people in the street, man, because y'all gonna mess with the wrong person with a camera, and they might have more they might have more outreach than I do, like with media, with numbers, and y'all gonna look like idiots, and that's gonna be y'all fault. So they gotta be real careful how they treat people on the street when they at press conferences. You know, I understand they try to protect the mayor because he's a high target. He has a target on his back. But yo, you just can't treat everybody like everybody's like a fucking threat. Everybody's like a potential assassin. You know, I'm just as human, just as y'all are. You know, I'm here just to record the event and see what the shit's about government, and that's it. I'm not here to harm anybody. I'm not here to harm people. You know, I have beef with Callie and the Cruz, and I'm gonna say it right now, dude. But I'm not gonna be somewhere to hurt her. But that's what people say. But you can't treat everybody like they're gonna hurt somebody, right? But that's how they are. So yeah, they gotta be careful with that, because they're gonna mess with the wrong person one day, and they're gonna have a bigger reach than I have, and then that's gonna be their ass. No, I can do. I mean, that's the thing about that. So I was covering that. Like I said, it was a crazy Thursday. Support a lot of things. Support a lot of events. Thursday, Friday was like a wild day. So you know, just like whatever. And then I want to talk about this situation. I know it's kind of sad. I think it was that same Thursday, to be exact, about this girl with the same last name that I have, who got stabbed by her brother. Now, there's a video that I put up. I went live because I didn't care. And the lady was like, well, they failed her, right? And I think she was talking about the organizations that supposed to be helping this girl, but they didn't want to help her. And there's a few of the organizations that was there, and they knew who they are. They was there, and they were part of the reason that this girl is dead, because they don't really come out until somebody's dead for the photo op. It's disgusting. And I think she was right. They failed her. The city failed her. The so-called nonprofit who fight domestic violence failed her. It's just like crazy shit. She could have been alive right now. You know, and I'm going to say this right now as a woman. You know, if you're in a fucked up situation with men, it's best to leave. Just leave. It's not worth it. These men these days are fucking psychopaths. These men don't know how to take, these men these days don't know how to take no for an answer. They'll stalk you. They'll harass you. They'll get other people to harass you. They'll get other people to stalk you. They will warped of how they try to get back to people. And eventually you might get hurt. Or even like this girl, dead. So I'm gonna tell the woman right now, you know, if you're in an abusive situation and you gotta know what abuse is, even the most petty abuse, you gotta tell somebody. You gotta tell somebody, because just in case something happens and the cops might want some leads, they'll know, okay, all right, this guy stalked you before. Oh, this guy said something about harassing you on Twitter. He was harassing you on Instagram. He was harassing you on Facebook. Wait, let me turn this off. So going back, I say, you know what I mean? I said, if you tell somebody and you could trust them with the secret that you have, or the stuff that you know, oh, this guy's stalking you, this guy's harassing you, this guy says some weird shit to you on Instagram, on Facebook, yeah, you gotta let that person know, because something happens to you, woman, happens to you, the cops will know, have a big chance of finding that person who did it to you, because mostly they did it to you. If they hurt you, if they mysteriously hurt you, then they did it. If you mysteriously get hurt by somebody, then mostly they did it, or they sent someone to do it for you. So you gotta be real careful with that. You have to be real careful. Let me turn this off. Yeah, so like I said before, like I say, so you have to be, girls, women gotta be real careful. You have to let people know if you're being harassed. You have to let people know if you're being stalked, if you're being bothered by somebody. You have to let somebody know, because that could save your life. Or if something happens to you, the cops will have a lead. The cops will have a big lead and make that person a prime suspect of if anything happens to you. Say if you walk down the street and then you might get hit by somebody. Most of the time, they ain't gonna be a suspect. Or you get killed. They're gonna be the big suspect. That's how they catch these killers. Somebody gotta know something. You gotta be careful. Women, protect yourselves. I don't care if your brother, your uncle, your sister, anybody like that, protect yourself, because that's how it is. And that's my advice as a man. You women gotta protect yourselves. Because if y'all guys, you women don't, then it's gonna, it's gonna be your demise. I mean, I don't want that to happen to anybody. So that was sad. That was a sad thing what happened this past Thursday with that girl, Shayla Johnson, who was killed by her brother. It's horrible. Protect yourselves, please. Now, I didn't really cover a lot this week. I think I covered, I gotta see I don't know, got my other phone in my house. But I covered a Palestine rally, not on a dime thing about Israel, Joram Adami. I covered his event. I went to other places that Thursday. Just like, did a few things this week. So, I mean, this is what we'll talk about. Violence is horrible. It's hit me home because, like I said, I'm about to end this right now. God is great. Happy Saturday. Just came from a Cure Violence event, summit. I forget. I think it's bullshit. I think it was like whatever. A little bit of photo op. Nobody cared. Nobody really cared. And, just be safe out there. Stay safe. Sometimes mind your business. If you're in a situation, mind your business. I'm telling you right now. Little thing that I saw, but I didn't record it because I care about my safety. And I tell people this. You got to care about your own safety because the gang bangers, the little thugs, especially part of these little hybrid gangs, these new hybrid gangs, they don't care. They're not like the Crips and Bloods. If they want to kill somebody, they'll kill somebody. They don't need permission. They want to rob somebody, they don't need permission. They don't care. So, since a little happened, I didn't get a video, so I'm not going to record that. I didn't want to. Two guys were fighting outside the courthouse, the Bronx courthouse. There was gangbang shit. One guy was trying to find, I think one guy allegedly knew that his op or his enemy had a court date. So I think the guy was out there waiting for the guy to come out of court. And then the guy came out of court, and he was trying to handle him. But the cops in the Bronx, they always got people outside, posted outside, because they know shit like that happens. In the Bronx court, and I don't see this in Manhattan, because Manhattan is not like that. I never been to Staten Island, so I don't know about Staten Island. Brooklyn, not so. Brooklyn is just like, not so much. Queens, not so much. Right? You don't get that drama in Queens. You don't get that crazy drama. It happens a lot in Brooklyn, especially on J Street, because the parole offices over there, the parole offices around there, or the POs and the mentors around there, like on J Street. I don't know my Staten Island. I done been Staten Island court, because I'm not a big fan of going to court. I've been in a legal situation before, a few times, and I don't care who you are. Please don't try to get into legal jams, criminal jams with the court, because it's not bullshit. It's not worth it. It's a waste of time. It's stressful. Even some petty shit is stressful. I got some situations, like I said, and I got off. That's from the grace of God, and I always want to give back to people for that. But that's a different topic. But going forward, like I said, like this past Friday, when we was leaving the courthouse, it was like a scuffle. Not a scuffle, like a little argument, a big heated argument between two gangbangers, and the cops had to break it up because they was ready to go down. They was ready to throw down in front of the courthouse. But that type of stuff, like I said, you gotta mind your business, because if something happens, it's gonna be on you, and they don't care. They can care less that it happens to you, because those guys are evil. That's what I'll say. Those guys and gals are real evil people. They're not like other type of people. They don't care about life. They don't care about their life. And usually, the majority of the time, they're the same guys that we have to do true responses for, right? So sometimes it's not worth getting involved in that type of stuff. Just mind your business, live your life, right? That's all you can do. So I'm about to log off. I go to the store, get some stuff, and then go home. So like I said, in this office, it's a big long live. I just want to go live and just upload this right now and and just lay to rest and just be grateful for your life. Be happy. Be goal-oriented. Believe in God. Praise God. Pray. And, just live your life. Because, like I said, after that kid recently, you never know that could be the end of your life. You could be in a situation like and niggas be shooting, and you get caught and you lose your life. And I'm just fucking hurt. Real traumatized over that funeral, man. I was there for a few minutes. I'm still traumatized. I hate funerals. When, I'm gonna go forward, I go to the store. Sorry about that, if I go to the store. I hate funerals. I'd rather just give, unless it's my family or someone close. If I had a lot of money, I'd rather just give money to the family and move the hell on and just like, yo, I love you guys, my condolences. But I'd rather just give money to money to the family and just go. I hate funerals. I hate them because funerals are horrible. They're sad, man. Makes me want to cry. Even people I don't know, I cry because it's sad. I hate wakes and I hate funerals. It's a sad moments. Sad place to go. I think people should live forever, but it doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna log off here. God is great, and be safe and be grateful for your life. Please be grateful for your life because you never know it could be the last day on this earth. So take care, everybody. Later. God bless.